Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article and report comes to you guys from ookla.com. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So with this report, in my opinion, I truly believe AT&T is approaching very, very dangerous territory here. So let's take a look at the report. AT&T's users show interest in T-Mobile Starlink satellite service. And what I mean by approaching dangerous territory is not that they're using the service. That's fine, right? Because who cares? It's, I think, an extra, $10-15 a month that T-Mobile makes off of the AT&T customer. That's fine, right? That's additional revenue for T-Mobile. T-Mobile's happy. Where AT&T, in my opinion, is getting very close to dangerous territory, and it's not even the amount of customers that are using the service. Per connection data, there's apparently about 34% of AT&T customers that are connecting to the T-Satellite service. The issue, in my opinion, and the dangerous part of that is, one, there's a lot of unlocked devices on the AT&T network. And that's from Android and iOS devices. So there's a lot of unlocked devices because you have to have an unlocked device to be able to make use of the T-Satellite service. It does not work any other way. If you're an AT&T customer and your device is locked on the network, you cannot use T-Satellite. So your device has to be unlocked. So that means there's a lot of unlocked devices sitting on AT&T's network. And the second part that's very dangerous, the customer is trading information with T-Mobile. So that means T-Mobile is gaining data points. So T-Mobile has an insane opportunity here to switch that customer to T-Mobile. And they can do it many, many, many different ways. They can target that specific customer with an offer to switch that's not available nationally. They can literally do it. They can say, hey, introductory pricing to you to join T-Mobile for 2 years. You get this price point if you switch from AT&T. That's how aggressive T-Mobile could approach these customers. They're offering them test drives so they can test drive the T-Mobile network, and then they can rope them in by offering a cheaper, better deal. That's, in my opinion, the most dangerous part. There's a huge usage increase happening from AT&T users using T-Satellite, and it gives T-Mobile crazy opportunity to switch that AT&T customer over to T-Mobile. Bigger, in my opinion, than any other opportunity. The switching pool doesn't matter. This is huge. This is a huge problem for AT&T, in my opinion. And who knows how many of those customers that have been using T-Satellite, T-Mobile has already switched. We don't know. A lot of those AT&T customers could have already been switching. And the thought process is, well, I'm paying T-Mobile for T-Satellite. So if I can move my AT&T lines to T-Mobile, get it cheaper, and then have the T-Satellite service maybe included in my plan and be a part of T-Mobile. That's the thought process. So this is a very, very interesting set of data. There's plenty of other sets here too, right? So there's a weekly count of devices connected. AT&T by far the highest. Verizon, hardly anyone. FirstNet, hardly anyone. FirstNet, very likely the devices are not unlocked. So there's about 3% of FirstNet users that use T-Satellite. And then the Verizon is the lowest, 2.2% are using T-Satellite. I've even heard at one point in time there were more AT&T users than T-Mobile users. That's crazy. And then this is giving you a map of where the direct-to-cell connections have been happening, right? It's a pretty wide margin, large areas where it's happening. And then it tells you the top 5 areas where it's being used: Los Angeles County, Larimer County, Colorado, Teton County, Mojave, and Mineral County, Montana. So those are the areas where this is used the most, apparently. And then here's another map, so you guys can check it out. And then percentage of time without service. This is a big one right here. And you can see T-Mobile's time without service is shrinking. It's less than 1% away from the competition. So they still have some stuff to add, right, coverage-wise. But I've been telling you guys, quietly, T-Mobile is improving, investing, while Verizon and AT&T trying to figure out their stuff, right? Verizon, they need an identity. They need something different. AT&T, they just need to execute with all the assets that they have. They have all the assets they need to win. They just need to be able to execute properly. That's what they stated publicly. T-Mobile, I'm telling you guys, T-Mobile is very, very close to catching those two in coverage, native coverage. So those are the two most dangerous things for AT&T. One, there's a lot of unlocked devices that can very easily be switched. And two, T-Mobile has huge opportunity for those people that are now bringing, name, address, number, because that gives you valuable information. You can see, hey, that customer, he qualifies for FWA. Let's get him with this offer, right? Those are data points. That's all the data points that T-Mobile is getting from these AT&T customers that had no dealings prior with T-Mobile at all. But just because they have to sign up with T-Satellite, they have to give T-Mobile certain information. And T-Mobile is taking that information and they're analyzing and studying it. And now they're able to see, okay, this customer is FWA, this, and that. Okay, we're going to give them a targeted introduction to us that's not available publicly, so we can aggressively take those customers from AT&T. Not saying that that's happening, but it is a very strong possibility that T-Mobile could attack this way. They could do it. They could do it because why not? Why wouldn't you, right? Especially if, as competitive as the new CEO is, and I've seen plenty of videos, very competitive guy, he could do this. He could very well tell his team, hey, all these users that are on AT&T using RT Satellite, get them over to T-Mobile. Whatever it takes, get them to T-Mobile now. He could very well do that. So just wanted to talk about that in this video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think this is dangerous territory for AT&T. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all in the next one. Peace.